Not any amount that you could realistically get on your own. The easiest way to get all of these blocks is by using farms. So instead of building a million farms scattered all throughout the world, let's build a bunch of farms in one giant mega build. The first thing I need to do is go to the end and kill the dragon because we have to build something there. So I need to find some endermen first. Here's one. Alright, that should be enough. Now I'm also gonna bring with me some extra obsidian so I can make a portal at the end portal and link it to my house. That way we can come back and forth really easily. Alright, now we just throw our first eye and the hunt for the stronghold begins. Alright, the stronghold should be right here, I think. Oh, perfect. Now we just find the portal. Oh, here it is. Break the spawner. We do not need that. And then we just go in. Alright, I'll do my best not to get myself killed. Here we go. Gotta take out the healing things. Alright, that's all the healers. Now I just... And there we go. Easy. Yeah, all this netherite gear definitely made it a lot easier. And we'll go ahead and get the egg as well. Don't want to leave that behind. Boom. All right, let's head back home. Oh, crap. I didn't have a save point. Oh, looks like I'm walking. Oh my god. Another thing. I also forgot to build the portal at the stronghold. Why do I do this to myself? There we go. Okay, now that we have the end secured, I need to get my elytra. So I brought with me a Mending and Unbreaking 3 book as well as an anvil, so I can just upgrade it right away and then fly back to the island with the fireworks. Alright, I always get scared throwing in the pearl like something's gonna glitch and I'll die, but moment of truth. And there's a city right there. I don't see a thing though. Now to just find an elytra. Here we go, finally. I swear, this nether has just no cities. All right, here we go. No shells, man. And finally, elytra. Now I just combine it with this, and then I can throw it on my back, and we are ready to go. First test flight. Ah, finally, it feels good to be able to fly again. All right, let's head back home. Okay, now that the end is secured and we have our elytra, before we get building our big farms, we need to build one small farm here. That is a gravity duper and concrete factory. But this one's gonna be a little bit different than it was in the last series. But first, I need to clear out this room. Okay, now I need to get some red mushrooms. Now I just plant them like this, use some bone meal, and there you go, we got the portal frames removed. Let me just repeat this for all the sides. Okay, now that we have this area dug out, I need to get all of these materials on screen to build the duper. So let's go get everything. Okay, we got everything. Now I just need to build the machine. Okay, the machine's done, but the room looks kind of ugly. So there we go, that's better. Okay, so that's half of our concrete factory built. Now we need to start building the other half, which is gonna go right here. So I need a whole bunch more materials for this one. So once again, let's go get everything. All right, we've got all the materials. Now let's build the concrete factory. All right, that's the concrete factory officially done. Now I also need to add in the sand part. So I'll have an area that stores sand and I'll connect that directly to a furnace array that can automatically smelt it whenever I need it. So then I'll have infinite glass as well as infinite concrete. So now let's build that up. Okay, awesome, and that wraps up phase 1 of this project. We now have the ability to get all the concrete in the game, and over here we have access to our smelter. Get the sand from here, put it in here, and then put the fuel in there. Oh, wait a second, am I dumb? I don't have an output thing, so when the glass gets smelted, it'll just sit there. Hey, you know what? We'll worry about that later. It's not really important right now. Okay, now it's time to start phase 2 of the project, which is building the case that all of the farms are gonna go inside of. In this case, it's just gonna be like a gigantic barn that I can fit every single farm that I'm gonna build neatly inside of. And it's mostly made of concrete, as you may have guessed. So I went ahead and ran the factory to make sure we can get all of the colors that we need. And the last thing I need is a little bit of coal for some coal blocks. So let's go get that. Yeah, this is taking way too long. I need like 40 stacks of coal blocks, so mining all of that is just really unrealistic. Instead, I'm just gonna build a wither skeleton farm that gets all the coal for me. So let me get some materials first again. Now I need to find a nether fortress that's in a soul sand valley. Here we go. Now I just need to put a chest here. Now I just fill in a square around these chests. Put these walls. Now I put an iron golem, and I need to go on the roof. I just need to build a storage section, and then we should be able to farm up as much coal as we want. Okay, now we just AFK for the night. Okay, this should definitely be enough coal now. Next up is to dig out a plot of land where we can build the case. So let's get digging. Okay, now that we got a plot of land cleared out, we can start building. And if you're wondering how I'm building like this, I'm using a mod called Lightmatica that essentially puts a big blueprint in front of me and makes it so I can build up really big, complex builds and farms super easily. And with the case done, that officially wraps up phase 2 of the project. Now we can move on to phase 3. That is building all the farms. We're going to be building 11 farms in total. And I think I'll start with what I think is going to be the most useful one to help us build the other ones, and that is the iron farm. So first, I need to dig a hole in the ground here so I have enough room. Okay, now we got our hole. Let's go get some materials. Okay, we got all the materials, now we just build. Okay, we got this middle section built up, and now I need to put zombies in each one of these little glowstone chambers. So let's first wait for nighttime, and let's round up some zombies. I think I need 8 in total. Okay, now that we got our zombies, I'll just load them in. Okay, now I need 48 villagers to put into the rest of this thing to make it work properly. So I'm gonna go ahead and build another villager breeder just because obviously I don't want to haul over a million villagers from like 1,000 blocks away. 'Cause, yeah, that would take forever. So villager breeders are pretty easy to build, so I'll build that up real quick. Alright, now I just AFK till I have enough villagers, and then we can finish our first farm. Alright, now I'll load them in like this. Okay, and with this final piece of redstone, the farm is done. Gonna wait for that to move, see if it works. Yeah, it works. Perfect. Awesome. Now that we have our first farm done, we need to build the storage for the iron. And I think I'm gonna have all the storage be up here. That way I can just fly in, get whatever I need from this place, and then fly out. Now we build a platform up here. Now we build the storage.
Okay. Now knowing to fall down.
Okay, we've got the storage system
Okay,
done.
go
So
to
now
lava.
every time we build a new farm, I can just hook up whatever is coming out of the farm directly into the storage, and it'll automatically sort it. And then any garbage that gets stuck in there will just get burned over there. And I made it so I can just automatically hook up every single pipe to this one here, and they'll all go straight to the storage. So now we can get started on our next farm, and that is going to be our wool farm. I'm doing this one next because I think this is probably going to be the most annoying one to deal with just because I have to load in so many sheep, but I prepared earlier and already have a pen here so I can breed up as many as I'm going to need. The materials on this aren't too bad, so it shouldn't take too long to get everything. Okay, you know what? For the sheep farm and a bunch of other farms, we need like an insane amount of observers, and that requires a lot of cobblestone. So I think I'm actually going to build the cobblestone farm next, which is actually a lot less material. So let's gather those. All right, I think I'm gonna build this farm right here. Okay, cobble farm's done, and we turn it on with this. And while we let that run, I think I'm gonna go ahead and take down the villager breeder because I'm not gonna need it anymore. And it's gonna be in the way for other builds, so. Sorry, bro.
Hey, we almost got to go. What are you doing?
Alright, now we can get the rest of the sheep farm materials. Okay, we finally have everything we need for the sheep farm, and we have plenty of sheep to load into the farm. This is still gonna take forever though, because I have to load up literally 100 sheep on each layer, and there's 8 layers in total, so that's 800 sheep I'm gonna have to load in. Honestly, let's start a timer and see how long it takes me to build one layer so I can kind of gauge how long this is gonna take, because I already know I'm gonna be here all day. Okay, we're done. And that took me just over 2 hours to do. But I also built this pipe here, and I had a problem where I had already sheared a bunch of the sheep, so I had to wait for them to regrow their wool on this grass patch. So I don't think it should take 2 hours, maybe like an hour and 15 minutes per layer, but that's still a pretty long time. Well, anyway, it's not gonna get completed by me complaining, so let's slowly chip away at this build.
Still one more block I have to do. Oh my god. I've seen the baba.
Okay, the sheep farm's all done, and it's working perfectly. Whenever the sheep get sheared, the minecarts will pick it up, drops down these 2 tubes, and then into this one here to go get sorted at the sorting system. Alright, so that's 3 out of 11 farms done. The next 2 farms we're gonna do are our melon and pumpkin farms. And there's not too many different materials for these farms, but the hardest ones to get are definitely the observers once again, because I need a ton of redstone. And I don't really have a better way to get that besides mining, so... Wait, I totally forgot. I did a bunch of mining off camera. Off camera, bro. I can't say that. I swear, I actually mined all of this because I knew I was gonna need redstone for earlier projects. I swear to God, I swear to God. But that's actually nice because I hate having to go out and mine manually. Okay, and the rest of this stuff should be pretty easy. It's like a lot of glass and concrete. Let's go get the rest of it. Okay, this is the last of the stuff. And I think I'm gonna build these 2 farms right in this corner. Okay, and that's 2 more farms checked off our list. Okay, now before we move on to our next project, if you remember last episode, I promised that I would build 1 structure per video that a viewer suggested. And this guy here suggested that I build a woodland mansion themed house with a pillager inside. And you guys seem to like that, so that's what we're gonna build. My house is there, and I have a lot of empty land over here. So I think I'll build the mansion, or the mini mansion right here. So let me just put a foundation here. And the house is done. Not exactly my best build, but it looks like a woodland mansion, so I mean that's what I was going for. So anyway, this person also said that they wanted a pillager living inside of it. So I guess I just have to wait until one spawns in, and then whenever he does, I'll drag him over there. But for now, we'll just leave it like this. And remember, if you want to have something built in the world, just leave a comment down below. And if it gets like a ton of likes, or I see one that I just personally like myself, then I'll build it in here in the next episode. And I'll do that for every single episode. So don't miss your chance. Comment something cool. All right, anyway, let's get back to those farms. Okay, the next 2 farms we're gonna build, I actually made a whole video on like 9 months ago. That is our sugarcane farm and creeper farm. It's the same 2 farms from that video, but you know, I never really had a problem with them. The creeper farm worked super well, and so did the sugarcane farm. So I thought I might as well build the same ones in this world. And of course, like with every farm, let's get the materials first. Do the creeper farm first, and that will go right here. Oh crap, I completely forgot that for this farm we need cats, because the cats are the ones scaring away the creepers so that they fall down here and die. So let's really quickly get a fishing rod because I need fish to tame the cats. All right, the creeper farm's done. It looks kind of stupid like this, but I decided I should cover it in a casing so that no extra light from other farms like leaks in and then lowers the rates by making it so creepers can't spawn. But if we pop into free cam, you can see that the inside looks pretty much how it should. So yeah. All right, now we got the second half of the firework creation factory thing, and that is our sugarcane farm. And I think I'm gonna build this one just below the storage up here since it's about the same size in terms of length. Materials aren't too bad for this one. Okay, and I think I'm actually gonna build the farm right here because it's directional and it's angled the wrong way, so it'll just literally not work if I put it there. So let's get building. Okay, that's our sugarcane farm done, and that's another farm checked off the list. All right, next farm is gonna be the 4-crop farm, which is just wheat, beets, carrots, and potatoes. That's it. This farm's also pretty simple, so let's go get the materials for this. Oh, wait a minute. We've got our pillagers, and I gotta put one of these guys in the house over there. So I don't need you or you, but I will take you because I don't want to do a raid. Gotta get them to follow me, take them across the water. And I saw on TikTok that if you trap one of them like this, put this up here so he can't get out, and then put some slabs here, and then just wait for him to keep shooting, eventually his crossbow will break. So we'll wait a second. Okay, well this isn't working. Maybe if I use a shield? Oh, okay, I actually got it to break. I didn't think I was gonna get it to work. I thought it was just never gonna break. And I guess his arms are just permanently stuck like that. All right, whatever. We have our, now you can live here freely since you can't hurt anybody anymore. We'll make sure we have some doors so he doesn't just wander away. And maybe I'll furnish this place and add some decorations in the future, but we'll worry about that later. Okay, back to getting the rest of the materials. Okay, and this next farm will go right here. Okay, we're almost done. 3 farms left, and all of these are just different tree farms. So instead of building them one by one, I'm gonna get the materials for all of them and then build them all right at the same time, just to make things a little bit faster. Jesus, I have a really good computer and it's still starting to get laggy in here. Oh my god. But we're almost done, so let's get all those materials for the tree farms. We'll build them up and then wrap up this massive project. Okay, we finally got the materials for our last 3 farms. So now all that's left to do is build these, connect it to the storage, and we're finally done with this build, which is taking way too long. So let's wrap it up. Okay, and with these last 3 tree farms, our mega farm is done. It is so laggy in here. I don't know if you guys can tell how laggy this is. Jesus Christ. But I mean, everything works. So as long as we don't, you know, sit in this area too much, it's not gonna lag too bad. Now, one last thing I want to do before we're completely done with this build, and that is make the storage area look nice. Because it kind of looks really bad right now. It's literally just a white platform, some chests, and like an ugly water tube that transports all the items. Look how many items are coming out. Jesus. Anyway, let's customize this, and then we'll officially be done. Okay, now I'm gonna make an opening here so that I can create tunnels to access the farms that I have to use manually. Like all my tree farms and stuff, I have to plant all the saplings myself while they run. So I need to be able to access those pretty easily. So we'll make a staircase here. Okay, and that should pretty much wrap up the build. Now look, we have all these tunnels down here that goes to each farm that we need to run manually. So this is our all tree farm, our dark oak tree farm, our mangrove farm, and then this is the switch that breaks all the crops at the crop farm. With this farm finally done, future builds are gonna be so much easier.
17? Okay. That's all I need.
Alright, so I've used the first half a shulker box of TNT. We still have another whole entire shulker box of TNT to go. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and say this. I did not expect to get this much ancient debris out of just this shulker box of TNT because we still have all of this TNT to go and we already have a stack and a half. Like, bruh. So, I mean, we're not even halfway through and we already have this much, so I just wonder how much we are going to end up with. So, right now, we definitely already have enough ancient debris to upgrade all of our tools and armor, so I think any extra ancient debris that we get that we don't need to use for our armor and stuff like that, I think we'll just go ahead and put it towards a netherite beacon, because, I mean, getting a netherite beacon is probably the coolest thing you can do. Anyway, though, let's place all of this TNT. Alright, about here should be good. Let's explode all of this. Listen here, buddy. We can do this the easy way, or we can do this the hard way. So I suggest you back up a little bit. I really didn't want to do this, but you've given me no other option. I also want to know, why does this keep happening? Like, the TNT just doesn't explode for some reason. So I keep having to go back and light it all back up. So it turns out I'm not finding any ancient debris down here. I think we have like one piece right there, and that's about it. Did you guys really think that I was just about to walk past some ancient debris right there? Guys, come on. You know, they don't call me the pro Minecrafter for nothing. Okay, but seriously though, we are still getting really lucky with ancient debris. I have no idea how, but we're almost at 2 stacks. So the method of placing TNT I've done up to this point is just placing it in a straight line and then exploding all of it, but I kind of want to try a different tactic of placing TNT. This is either going to go really good or really, really bad. Here we go. So the plan that I have is to fill this entire box with TNT. Let's put the final few pieces in, and here we go. This is extremely dangerous what I'm doing right now. I actually am pretty scared. All right, here we go. I don't know why I'm so scared. Let's just do it. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Okay, come on. Let's keep running. Let's keep running. Oh, it's exploding. Oh no. Oh no. I think we're good. Let's just hide down here. Oh my. What is this? Look how cool this looks. It's like a giant crater. Whoa. Okay, this turned out way better than I expected. And also, it didn't go really bad, which is also another good thing. Anyway, though, we do have quite a little bit of ancient debris, so it turns out this was quite effective. So let's pick up all of this ancient debris. So I think I've mined every piece of ancient debris from in here, and we are now on 2 stacks of ancient debris, and we still have a ton of TNT left. So yet again, I'm going to try another tactic of exploding TNT. So we have 3 lines mined out right here, and I'm just going to fill them all up with TNT and explode every piece. Here's the first line of TNT placed. Here's the second line of TNT placed. Oh no. Wait. Something. Wait. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. It's going to explode all of the TNT. Oh no. Please, 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 please. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Go, 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 go. Oh, I didn't even mean for that to happen. Okay, I think we're good. Wait, hold up a second. I don't think it actually, yeah, it didn't affect the second line of TNT. That was so scary. I literally had nowhere to run. I had to literally mine my way out of danger. Finally, there we go. We have all 3 lines of TNT. I mean, some of it did explode back there, which wasn't, oh no. Oh no, it's happening again. It's happening again. The TNT decided to explode itself again, but I have a feeling this tactic of placing TNT is probably going to work the best because it explodes such a big area. The only problem is, though, that we've exploded such a big area that there is just too much lava. So just to keep things safe, I'm just going to go back to placing TNT just like this. We are now down to the final stacks of TNT. And it's looking like we may be able, if we are lucky, to get 4 stacks of ancient debris. So let's see just how much ancient debris we can actually get. We are now down to our final stack of TNT. So let's go ahead and finish exploding all of the TNT. Let's do this. The moment that we have all been waiting for, we can finally see just how much ancient debris we are going to get. There it goes, our final pieces of TNT. So we got a piece here, got one here, and I think these 2 pieces are the final pieces of ancient debris that we are going to be getting from this ancient debris mining trip. So in total, we have ourselves almost 3 stacks of ancient debris. We have 2 stacks and 46. So when I go back home and and smelt all this down into netherite scraps, we are going to be ending up with so much netherite. But we really have to keep all of this ancient debris safe, so let's store it in this storage box, and let's head home. And we have made it home. And of course, we have all of the ancient debris right here. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is smelt all of this ancient debris. And of course, seeing as we're making netherite, we are going to also be needing some gold. So let's smelt all of this, and now we wait. All of the netherite scraps are now smelted, and so is all of the gold. So now there is only one thing left to do, and that is to turn all of this netherite scrap into netherite ingots. Oh my. 3, 2, 1, boom. There we go. We have 43 netherite ingots. Just take a look at that. Now, you see, the thing is, we could just go ahead and upgrade the armor that we already have into netherite, but you see, the enchants that we have aren't the best, and I kind of want to get the best enchanted armor that we can get. So this is going to require us to get some villagers so we can get the best enchant trades. But before we go ahead and do any of that, let's make ourselves a fresh set of diamond armor to turn into netherite. And you guys are also probably wondering what I'm going to do with all of these diamonds that we got in the last episode. Now, guys, in the next episode, we are going to be doing something really, really cool with these blocks of diamonds, so you guys are going to have to stay tuned for that. But for now, let's just go ahead and make ourselves a fresh set of diamond armor. So let's just take out one of these furnaces and replace it with a smithing table. And now it is time to go ahead and upgrade all of this diamond armor and all of our tools. Our helmet, our chest plate, our leggings, our boots, and then our pickaxe, our sword, our shovel, and finally, our axe. And then with all of the spare netherite, let's just go ahead and make some netherite blocks. And we'll keep those safe in this shulker box with our diamonds and also our spare netherite scraps. So for now, let's just go ahead and put our netherite armor all on this armor stand. Whoa, take a look at how cool that looks. So now that we have turned everything into netherite, let's bring some villagers back to our island so we can get the best enchantments possible. Now, the thing is, to bring all of these villagers back, we are going to need a lot of minecarts and a ton of rails. All right, so I'm at the village. Now, if I remember correctly, I should already have a villager with a mending enchant. So yeah, we have it right here. So let's make sure we bring this villager back home, and we can also bring back a few others as well. Okay, so I think I have enough villagers inside of minecarts, so let's take them back home. The villagers are now really close to my island, but there's actually something really weird that I want to show you guys. So over there somewhere, as you can see, there is a jungle, and somehow a parrot has flew all the way over here. So guys, I got out my wheat seeds and I got some leads, and I think we know what we need to do. I think this is our new pet, and any moment now, this is taking quite some time. There we go. Make sure to comment down some name suggestions of what we should call our brand new pet parrot, and in the next episode, I will be choosing one of your guys' name suggestions that you commented down below. Let's make a dirt path so we can get back to our island, and for now, let's go ahead and put him in here. We'll definitely build him somewhere better to live soon. Let's finish sending the villagers off to our island. Now that we have the villagers on our island, I've gave them their workstations, some beds, and let's also give them a ton of food. So I guess all there is to do now is extend their temporary house. And don't worry, yes, I will be building them a better house soon. Now we can give them even more workstations and get the trades that we want. I then spent a while chopping down trees so I could make a bunch of sticks. And then once I had all of the sticks, I sold them for emeralds so that I could go ahead and buy every single enchantment book that I needed. And seeing as I wanted to become super overpowered, I was going to need a ton of enchanted books. It has taken me absolutely ages, but I've finally done it. I've got all of the enchanted books that I need. We have some mending books, some feather falling books, sharpness books, respiration, looting, protection, unbreaking, and also the prices that my villagers are trading these books for is actually pretty good. And yeah, let's just ignore this mess. We'll be building the villagers a very, very cool place to live in the next episode. But for now, let's take all of this netherite armor. Let's also go ahead and make a new anvil. And now let's begin combining together some books. I don't think I'm going to have enough levels to do all of these books. I mean, to combine looting, unbreaking, and mending with a sharpness 5 book is going to cost me 8 levels. And to add all of this to the sword, it's going to cost me 23 levels. So pretty much to enchant all of my armor and tools with these books, I need some more XP levels. So the only solution that I can think of to our problem right now is to build an Enderman farm, which I really did not expect to do in this episode, but it needs to be done. Now, luckily for us, building an Enderman farm actually is pretty easy, because all we need is a bunch of building blocks and other random things like an anvil, some carpet, and ladders. So let's take all of this into the end. Then let's place down our lava bucket and also our water bucket. Now we can use this water to get all the way down to the bottom. Now we're at the bottom, we can go ahead and place some leaves. And I almost forgot, but we have to put some ladders down as well. So now we have the ladder in place, we can pick up the bucket of water and head back down here to construct the farm. there we go. We now have ourselves a fully functioning Enderman farm. So let's place down our anvil and our shulker box with all of our enchantments in. And let's go ahead and get a bunch of XP so we can go ahead and add all of the enchantments. Take a look at the XP that we are getting from this. Oh my goodness. Yep, this is definitely an overpowered farm. So seeing as we have a bunch of XP, let's add some enchants. So let's add this to our sword and boom. Take a look at our sword. Sharpness 5, fire aspect 2, looting 3, unbreaking 3, and mending. This thing is unstoppable. And because our sword now has mending, it's impossible for this thing to break. Let's now enchant our helmet, our chest plate, our leggings as well, and also our boots. And finally, let's add mending to our axe and also our shovel. Okay, so we have 2 mending books spare that we can use in the future. But anyway, we have done it. We now have not only super overpowered armor, but also extremely powerful tools as well. I mean, just take a look at all of this. But quickly, before we head home and put all of this netherite armor on, let's just mend up all of our tools, seeing as they now have mending. And there we go. We have full durability on all of our tools. We're now back home, which means we can now take off our diamond armor. And let's place it on the armor stand. Diamond armor, you were amazing, but it's time for an upgrade, because now we can put on our brand new netherite armor. Take a look at that. But of course, it isn't any ordinary netherite armor. Oh no, this netherite armor has some of the best enchantments you can get. And the same thing goes for our tools. They all have some of the best enchantments that you can get. Anyway though, it's now time to head into the next episode. In this episode of Hardcore Minecraft, I am going to build the ultimate hidden base that contains everything you could ever need, from a villager trading and potion brewing area to a secret vault filled with goodies. In the last episode, I got a bunch of villagers on the island, and well, they're living in a dirt box. So I think it's time to build them a new home. But not only that, I need to build a place to display my diamonds, a place to store a beacon, a place for all of my valuables, a place for brewing potions. So to solve all of these problems, I'm going to build the ultimate, secret, hidden redstone base. Now guys, we all know that I'm a pro Minecrafter, but I have a confession to make. I can't do redstone. I know. I know, okay, look, I'm sorry. Now, although I'm not the best with redstone, the one thing that I do know is that if we are going to make a secret hidden door, we need slime balls for sticky pistons. And as you can see, we have no slime balls. So let's go and find a swamp. Aha, here we go. Why does slime sound so satisfying? So to make this hidden door, we need some redstone, some pistons that we can turn into sticky pistons, a slime block, some obsidian, 2 redstone repeaters, and some of this wood so we can make some buttons. Now that I have everything prepared, I need to first decide where I want to put the hidden door. It could be really cool if we build the secret door inside of our house, but I'm thinking it will be way cooler if we camouflage this thing right out the front of our house. So let's build this thing. Okay, this has taken way longer than it should have. So let's test it out. 3, 2, 1, and... why isn't it working? Okay, so I've changed some stuff in the redstone and it should work. Please work. Oh! Yes, it actually worked. Now the question is, if I press this button, will it send us back up to the top? Let's try it out. And boom. Oh, yes. Oh, and if you guys think that this secret door is cool, trust me, this is nothing compared to the doors that we're going to be building later. So now that we have the first secret door set up, we need to mine a giant area to actually fit the secret base itself. But the thing is, I want this secret base to be giant. And, well, mining like this is going to take us absolutely ages. But if we get ourselves a beacon, we'll be able to mine out the area super quickly. So let's head to the Nether Fortress so we can get ourselves some Wither Skeleton Skulls. And then with the Wither Skeleton Skulls, we can summon the Wither, hopefully defeat it, and get ourselves a beacon. Okay, we have made it to the fortress. Now all we have to do is try and find some Wither Skeletons. Okay, we have our looting 3 sword. Let's see if we can try and get a Wither Skeleton Skull. And, okay, no luck. Okay, what about you? Please drop us one. And, okay, this may take a while. There we go. We have our first one. There's 2. And there's 3. Let's go. We have all 3, and surprisingly, that was really quick. Now it's time to head home and fight the Wither, which I'm really scared to do. All right, so let's do this. I have the Wither Skeleton Skulls. I have the Soul Sand. I have a trusty enchanted golden apple if anything's to go wrong. So let's go down here and let's find a good spot to fight this thing. All right, this area is looking pretty good, so let's just Anyway, though, so what I'm going to do is just mine out an area like this where we are going to spawn the Wither. And then from here, we just need to mine a straight line so that we have somewhere to run. Okay, now it is time. 3, 2, 1...